little bit differently today. And yeah, I know, like, above my head I have like this stuffed animal parade. I can't let go of my childhood. What can I say? Today I'm doing a review over all of my jumbo lip pens, jumbo lip balm stains, just these jumbo lip markers, basically, crayons, whatever. They have been basically something that I've seen a lot of people talk about lately, and not just like a lot of other people, my basic obsession lately. I haven't really been using regular lipstick. I've been using these and like Revlon lip butter in like the Maybelline Color Whisper. Today's video is all about these, and I have them in my lap and I'm just making a mess. These are every single one of them that I own, so I thought it would be really fun to kind of talk about each brand, each one, and like let you know. I have a feeling this video is going to get really long. I apologize. Okay, so the first one I thought I would start out with are the high-end ones, and these are the Tarte, and their certain like specific name is the Tarte Lip Surgence Lip Tints, and I have 5 of them that I got in a set for Christmas, or not for Christmas, but over Christmas I got them in a set, and it comes with 5 different colors, and there's matte shades, shimmer shades, and then I don't know what like they specifically call this one, just like a regular gloss. I don't know. But I will start off with this first one here. This one is a matte shade, and this is in the color Exposed. This is what the matte one looks like. I thought I would show you every one of each of these just because this has different types. So this is what the matte color in Exposed looks like. It's a very pretty color. It's matte, so if you're not into the whole matte lip, then you may not like it. I think it's got great wear. It's very wearable. I like it by itself. I like the Tarte ones by themselves. That's something I can say about the Tarte lip pens. I like wearing them by themselves. I don't feel like when I'm wearing them that I need to put something over them because I feel like they're very saturated feeling, I guess. And out of the glitter that came in, the 2 glitter ones that came in the set was Escape and Sweet. This one here is Escape. And the color on the thing looks a lot different than, I think, what comes off on your hand, because, I mean, they're similar, but it's just not as bright as you would expect. And then this one here in Sweet, there's that one also. And the last 2 I have are Enchanted, which this is the kind that is just regular. I don't know. I really do like this one. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit. That's what that one looks like, and that one's Sweet. No, Enchanted. Woo! And then this one here in Elite, which I really like this one also. It's a really pretty color. It's a nice, like, kind of what I want to call like a strawberry color. So there's the swatches of the 5 Tarte Lip Surgence that I own. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about them. I think the Tarte Lip Surgence, for one, have a great feel on the lips. I don't feel like when I'm wearing them they make my lips feel weird or uncomfortable or just not good. I feel like on the lips they feel very nice, and I don't feel like I need to constantly, I don't know, I don't feel like they're constantly drying out my lips or making my lips feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I think they make my lips feel really good, and I don't feel like I need to put a gloss or anything over it because they have a glossy finish. However, the matte color, I'm just dropping them, they're like all on my floor. The matte color is a little bit different than the other 2 just because it's matte. It doesn't have as good of a like feel to the lips as like the ones that are like the glossier feeling, because if you really like that glossy smooth feeling, then this one is going to feel a little bit different. But I think the Tarte Lip Surgence are great lip products. Now, the question is, splurge or save? Well, I think we'll come back to this after we go through the drugstore brands and drugstore versions, and I'll let you know which ones I think you personally should buy. Now I'll move on to the one that I'm wearing right now, and this is the Covergirl lip product, and this one is called the Covergirl Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Balm. But it's a really pretty, like, corally pinky color. I think it had the name Coral in it. I don't know. But it's really pretty. And I don't really need to swatch it on my hand because on my mouth. So that's what it looks like on the thing here, and then compared to on my lips. So you can see. That's what it kind of turns out to on my lips. And I think it's a really fun color. I think it kind of feels like it's got a reddish tint to it. I really do like this. The only thing I can say about these products is they kind of smell weird. CoverGirl lipsticks in general and lip products kind of have a strange scent to them, but I think they're great products. Like, I don't think they're bad, but if you're somebody whose scent is really important to you, it's kind of got that old lady lipstick smell. It doesn't have that like nice cupcakey smell or vanilla smell. It doesn't smell like a MAC lipstick. You know, MAC lipsticks smell really great. The Tarte lip surgence smell like a pepperminty, like mint smell, and this has a kind of old lady smell, is what I'm gonna call it. It's the best description I can come up with. So if you really like the minty kind of smell, there is a drugstore alternative with the minty scent, but this one just kind of smells old lady. I also have the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Sticks, and this one is in the color Bright Berry. And I really like this. I only have one of them, and I haven't had it for too terribly long, but this long swatch on the side is the one I did there. I think color payoff, it's pretty similar to the Tarte ones. I think all of these products have really nice color payoff. I don't think color there's no problem with any of the color payoff. I don't feel like any of these products are too sheer. However, some of the lighter ones in the Tarte set are a little like sheer and don't show up good, but that's because they're lighter colors. This one I think has a great color. It smells like, I think this is how Emily Noel put it, but it smells kind of like a Kool-Aid packet. I think it kind of has a fruit punchy smell to it. If you like the fruity scents, then this may be the product for you. I feel like a lot of the differences with these products are texture and then smell, because I feel like their lasting power is generally the same depending on what you use with it. When I use this one that I'm wearing right now, the CoverGirl one, or this one from Neutrogena, or the Tarte ones, I never really put anything over the top of them. The only time I go over the top with something else is with the Revlon ones, which I will show you in a minute. So, you know, the lasting power is pretty good for these. I think this lasting power versus the CoverGirl versus the Tarte are all the same. I don't feel like by getting the more expensive Tarte ones you're getting a better lasting power, because I feel like they're all just about generally the same. I think this one is the most comfortable lip product there is, like, that I've worn on my lips. I feel like it's super comfortable and it doesn't feel, you know, heavy, or, because, you know, sometimes lipsticks and lip products, they feel heavy and just kind of irritating on your lips because it's on your mouth, you know, and you talk, and it's just like a spot where you don't really want to be like uncomfortable or anything. And when you eat, I mean, they all kind of come off when you like touch your mouth, like kiss test, like, yeah, they all come off a little bit, but most lip products do. So I feel like all of these products I've shown you so far are very similar. It's just kind of about smell. This one, however, I think is very comfortable. It's got a great texture. I think lasting power just is the same as Tarte. I mean, I can put this on, maybe reapply it once, like in the morning at school. Like, I'm somebody who likes to rub my lips together a lot, and I just do it without realizing it. So a lot of lip products just don't last on me very long anyways. So I might reapply this once before I eat lunch, and then like sometime in the morning before I go to lunch, and then after I eat lunch I'll reapply it, because obviously it's going to rub off while I'm eating. And then I may have to reapply it again if I'm going out, but I think for the most part it stays on pretty well. I mean, it fades, but obviously it still stays on pretty well. The last lip products I have, which are the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains. Now, these lip products are probably my favorite because I have so many of them. I really like them. I love Revlon lip products, but I also really think the Neutrogena ones are probably the most comfortable, and I kind of like those. I'm starting to like that one better, but I haven't tried it out as long. These I've had for quite some time. I think I bought these two when they first came out, maybe? I don't know. Did they come out last summer? I don't know. But I have 6 of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and start swatching them for you. The first one here, it's the color Lovesick. There's the color there. When I typically use my Revlon lip products, lip pens, whatever, I will use a Revlon lip butter over the top, because I like to take the Revlon lip butter to school and reapply that, because it's got a better texture consistency feeling on my lips. I feel like these are a great base to keep the lip butter like lasting longer than without it. I don't know if that makes sense. This color here is in Rendezvous, and it's a cool like, or a pretty awesome orange color, and it's pretty coral. On the lips, obviously you don't have orange lips when you wear it. It just like neutralizes out with your mouth. This is the color Romantic, and it's a really pretty red. I haven't got as much use out of this one as I would have liked to, but there is that. This one is in Smitten, and it is a really pretty like, I don't know, it's kind of similar to Lovesick on the hand. Like there's Smitten and there's Lovesick, so you can see they're kind of similar. This one is going to have to start going a different direction. This one is in the color Crush, which is just a really nice like purpley deep color. And then this one is my favorite every single day one to wear, and it is in the color Honey. So there on the bottom here is Honey. Here is the swatches. Okay, that's a highlighter thing because Megan marked on me. So we have the Revlon ones here. This one here is Neutrogena, and then Tarte, and then on my lips we've got Covergirl. The color payoff with all of the products is pretty much similar. The Tarte ones have a little bit more of a sheer consistency that's going to shut off, isn't it? The Tarte ones have a little bit more of a sheer consistency. However, the Revlon lip butters have a thicker looking consistency. The color is a little bit more dark. The reason I think that is because it doesn't have as much of that silky shiny, or like the shininess to it, and so it doesn't have as much of the like feel good on the lips type of thing. So if you're looking for a product that's really comfortable on the lips and you don't want to have to like pair it with something else, then the product that I'm going to show you here, the product I feel like you should go with is either going to be the Covergirl version or the Neutrogena version. The Neutrogena version, I have to say, is very, very comfy on the lips. It smells better, but if you don't like fruity scents and you would rather it just kind of smell like a lipstick, then this would work better for you. It just kind of all depends on personal preference, mostly with smell, but also with the feeling. Like this one, you hardly even feel it on your lips. So if you're somebody who's really into just hardly feeling something on your lips, you put it on and you don't feel like, ugh, there's a lot on my lips, I feel like I have cake all over my lips or something. And this one is more heavier on the lips, but it's still got that soft feeling, and you don't feel like you can't rub your lips together like you might with the Revlon ones, which I'm going to talk to you about these. I mentioned these in a lot of my videos, and they are my favorites. But the only thing I'm going to say about it alone, they're not my favorites, which doesn't make a lot of sense, and you're probably like, okay. But by themselves, they get kind of dry fast on the lips, and then you feel like you can't really rub your lips together, and you're just kind of like, this isn't fun. But I think that they have great lasting power. I think they're awesome, and when you pair it with a Revlon lip butter instead of like a lip gloss, like you could use a lip gloss, like a clear gloss over the top of those, and they would be perfect. I like using my Revlon lip butters over it because it just gives it more color and more to it, and so I really like pairing those together. That's just what I typically do. It's just how I like to do that. I think that it all kind of comes down to texture and smell with this. So basically, if you have been looking for the perfect lip pen to buy, which I feel like, I don't know if there's any other like drugstore lip pens out like these. I don't think there are. I think I covered all of the drugstore ones that you would find at like Walmart or Target. So now I have one of each in my hand, and I'm just going to go over them real fast, because if you are looking into buying them, then I think this will kind of help you. It's kind of like, I'm not dissing any of them. I love all of them. I love lip pens. I think they're funner to use than lipsticks. I feel like they're easier to use than lipsticks, and I don't know, they feel more like easy to go on. So I think that if you are looking for a lip product that is comfortable on the lips, and you know, you feel like it's barely there, and it smells nice, and it has a great lasting power, I think that the Neutrogena version is the version you should go for. Their color selection isn't as wide as some of the other brands, so that is the only downfall to them, is they don't have as many colors, but I still feel like they are a great product and they're definitely worth your money. on the drugstore scale, these are actually more expensive than the other ones. I think I paid $8 or $9 for this, honestly. It was kind of expensive, and I was thinking, like, that's pretty expensive for a drugstore lip product, but it's really worth the money, I feel like, and they work really well. I don't remember how much the CoverGirl one cost. I think it still cost me more than my Revlon ones. I'm not sure, though. I'll probably put an annotation here, or like just write it in somewhere or in the down bar, the price of this compared to the Revlon ones. I'm gonna compare the CoverGirl ones to the Tarte on the lips. So they're darker and they have more of an opacity. They're more opaque than the Tarte ones, and here I will just swatch it. I don't know if you can tell, because on the camera they all kind of look the same. These are a little bit more sheer. This is more opaque. So if you're looking for a more opaque color and just a cheaper price, like, I would compare the CoverGirl ones to the Tarte ones because I think they are similar to me. The Tarte ones right here have a really nice smell. They're more expensive. I think one of these is like, okay, I don't know exactly how much one of these costs, but I do know it's significantly more than the other ones, and I think like the whole kit, I paid like $1 over for the kit of 5, what one single lip product from them would cost. So these are very pricey. I think the Tarte ones are really good, and if you are really into high-end and you don't mind spending the money, I think the Tarte ones are definitely worth it, and you should check into it. The last one I have is the Revlon, and I'm pretty sure the Revlon are the cheapest out of all of them. They don't have as good of a texture to them. However, compared with the Revlon lip butter, they have a better one, or just a lip gloss, just some kind of like shiny thing, or like, you know, smooth feeling thing over the top. Even like throwing a little bit of chapstick over it after you let it sit for a minute, it'll stay on your lips if you just like put a little chapstick and give it a little movement. I feel like it'll be better that way, and they last really well. Like, I do say my Revlon balm stain with the Revlon lip butter has great lasting power. I think probably the best lasting power out of all of the products I've tried, and that's why I typically will go for them more. Plus, I have a lot of lip butters, and I don't know, I just like layering them. I think it's fun. So I really don't know what else to say about them. That's just basically kind of like a guide, I guess, in my opinion. It's not that I don't like any of them. My hand is all swatched. But I really like all of them. It's just like all personal preference which one you would be repurchasing. So if you want a little bit more in-depth, or you just kind of confused and you want to ask me more questions, I don't really know if I even explained that well, and I really apologize if I didn't. But I think that they're all pretty good, and it's just all about personal preference. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and leave any video requests that you have also down there. I will be uploading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 5 o'clock. If not 5 o'clock, it'll be a little later, but I'm trying to get them up about 5 o'clock. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, guys.